That's one. No.
Oh, right. We got to do.
Yeah, we have continuity now. Remember?
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And we established in the last episode that it's better to do more claps.
It's better to do more. You got to get as many of those in there as you can.
Oh, that one was no good.
So you can keep checking every time.
Acoustics in this room are nasty.
They actually are, to an extent that it actually might. It did make it a little hard to edit last time, figuring out exactly, because it's hard to tell what's echo and what's the tracks being slightly misaligned. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, it's horrible.
Like a slightly misaligned track just sounds like an echo.
Wow, that's nasty. That's real nasty. This room that we're in right now, it's not a room.
It's less of a room and more of a dank pit.
I think you described it as a musty pit.
It was I described it as both.
Okay.
It was I primarily described it as a dank pit.
Okay.
Kind of a wet, dank pit, but also musty. Yeah.
When you said musty at first, I thought you said musky.
Right. Okay.
And
well,
that's
that
a very different vibe.
There might be some kind of animal that is secreting pheromones of some kind.
Well, to be honest, it does smell musky down here to me.
I have heard rustling in the shadows.
Have you?
And there could be a beast about.
That's cool.
It's pitch black.
It's not cool.
I can't see anything.
That's
so
scary.
I can only hear, again, just kind of soft rumbling, like rustling in the distance, and what could be the sound of drool dripping onto a stone floor.
It could be. Although,
and again, the musk.
The musk is strong.
The musk is strong.
I'm smelling it.
It's a strong musk.
It's a strong musk.
Yeah.
What else did we establish?
I think that was it.
Okay.
That we're in a pit is what we established, that there's a pit and that we're in it. We went down a hole in a spooky house.
Yeah.
We were in a spooky house.
Right.
That we couldn't leave.
Right.
And I think maybe we went to the Greek underworld or something.
Interesting.
We got trapped because we ate we ate all the food.
You know what else is going to sound bad in this recording is that
Yeah.
air conditioner.
I was about to say.
This is going to sound really
That
bad.
might be why it's so cold and clammy in this pit, is because somebody left the AC on.
There is an air conditioner right here in this pit.
Yeah.
And the problem is...
That might have been the beast I heard.
I think it is because...
That kind of soft rumbling in the distance and the dripping.
And it explains like how I keep feeling the hot breath of a monster on the back of my neck.
Right, no.
Because it's a window unit, but it's not wedged in a window, so the hot air is just coming right back out. It's kind of just on rumbling here on the ground.
Okay, well then I'm going to turn it off. Oh, it's wet and soft. It might be a beast after all, I think. I just pushed my hand into the beast's maw.
Very unique beast shape.
Yeah.
Shape for a beast.
I mean, it felt that way. I can't see it. It is pitch black in here.
All right, so we're in a musky hole with a beast.
We're in a dank, musky hole.
With a beast that is reminiscent of an air conditioner.
With a beast that may or may not be a air conditioner. and that's what we're doing for this one. The premise for this episode is deep pit, musty, dank pit with a beast that's in it. And we're answering questions in the pit with the beast. And maybe the beast will come on at some point.
The third mic?
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Maybe at some point if the beast will chime in and we can interview the beast.
We haven't had a third mic since Wook Elvis, I don't think.
Since Wook Elvis. Yeah, well,
and I don't think that episode's like on Spotify. I think that's one of the ones that's like buried somewhere in like the annals of internet history or something.
No, I think that's the ones that out of the ones that are still there, I think that's currently our first episode.
Oh.
I think is Wook Elvis.
Wow.
And then there was the Andy King episode.
Oh, it's true. I forgot about that. Sorry, Andy.
Yeah, there was the Andy King episode.
All right, so we've had 2 third mic episodes.
Yeah, we've had 2 third mics.
Okay. All right. Speaking of Wook Elvis, I have something I have to say.
Okay.
All right. So, you know that Human Zoo music video I did?
Yeah, the one that got taken down.
Yeah, YouTube took that thing down, said that the reason it was taken down is because it was pro-conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
because there's a jokey reference to adrenochrome, and they got some guys in suits drinking blood and stuff.
Yeah, we covered this on the podcast.
Yes, yeah. I know.
Okay.
You didn't cover this yet, though.
Okay.
They took it down.
Right.
Human Zoo made a new video.
Okay.
With all the lyrics changed and everything censored. They were very silly and funny about it.
Okay.
And they reported the issue to YouTube. They were like, this should not have been taken down. And we're
that also got taken down?
No. The original was taken down.
Okay.
The replacement's still up. Don't worry.
Okay.
But they reported the one that got taken down to YouTube to be like, hey, this is definitely not like legit.
Yeah.
Obviously, take a look.
Right.
Take a look at the video. Put it in front of some human eyes. They'll be able to see this is very serious, very clearly just a goof. It's obviously not pro-conspiracy theory, none of that stuff.
Yeah.
And I'd been joking about how, they're trying to silence a dissenting opinion. And I've been having a laugh, pretending that I was pretending I thought that was what was going on.
That you were that you were an artist being suppressed by the government or something.
Google's the government,
right? Yeah,
yeah.
I said that like it was a joke, but that's basically what happened.
Google's the government, yeah,
yeah.
And so I haven't even thought about it.
Right.
And then the other day, Gesundheit, one of the dudes from the zoo crew shot me a text with a screenshot of a conversation they were having with Team YouTube on Twitter, where they had said, "What's going on?" And Team YouTube went, "We took another look at it, and we've decided that after thorough consideration that we are going to keep the video down. If you have any further questions, consult our policy on cyberbullying and harassment." So,
yeah.
Now I'm actually starting to get a little bit paranoid. I was joking about this being Rocco's basilisk trying its hand at media literacy.
Yeah.
No. I think it's Rocco's basilisk.
Okay.
I think that's it. I think I am being silenced. I think that I am because somebody, a human being at YouTube went, "Oh, it's not pro-conspiracy? Fine, it's pro-cyberbullying. Whatever shuts you the fuck up."
Yeah.
But yeah, this is fucking weird.
Yeah.
I think it's fishy.
It's fishy.
I think it's fishy. I don't know what to make of it.
Listen, you know what the nice thing about this pit is that the only thing that's fishy are these fucking old fish carcasses that we've had to live on since we've been down here for the past week.
Oh, yeah. People don't realize. Yeah, we've been down here for a week.
We've been down here for a full week. It's real time. Listen, we're in a pit.
We're in a pit.
We're in a hole in the earth.
We're in a pit, a musky pit, surrounded by delicious fish carcasses.
So many good fucking fish bones.
And I'm a pig in shit.
Yeah.
Because I love me some herring. I love me some gefilte. I love me some lox and whitefish. I'm a fish guy. You know me. I'm a vegetarian except for fish. I'm a pescatarian. Because I can't get fish, and I'm so glad there's fish here.
Right, exactly, and that's how we got here. Is that there ain't nothing fishy down here, except for these delicious fish carcasses.
Yeah, well, it's a little fishy that we're here.
It's a little fishy
because what was
that's a good point actually. Yeah, because we descended. We were exploring. Let's last week on. Life in the World to Come, we crashed in the middle of, what was it, the Alaskan wilderness? Or was it Maine?
No, it was a glade in Maine.
It was a glade in Maine. No, we crashed in a lake, and then we got out of the lake, and we found a glade with a house in it, and then we went in the house, and we ate of the food of the house, and found ourselves unable to leave.
Yes.
And then there was some stuff, I guess.
We found a folder
of questions, and then we descended into a pit that was in the middle of the house.
We've basically. And also Chris has no legs and dick.
And I have legs. No. I never reattached them.
They're just laying on the floor over here.
Right.
Look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, and still no legs and dick.
Unfortunately,
that's still canon.
Whoever was in charge, whoever set up this elaborate trap for us,
right? That was the other big thing, right? Is that my legs and dick were stolen by gulls?
Probably.
Yeah.
We've almost definitely narrowed it down to this being all because gulls have it out for us.
Yeah.
Because I got distracted by the little keyboards that they had left in this house. And I started jamming, and it distracted Chris long enough for them to take his legs and his wiener.
Listen, it's just a quick aside. In the quote unquote pit that we're in right now, there is currently another person outside of this room who could possibly hear what we're saying.
Yes.
And good God, just this podcast sucks. It's just
yeah.
This is nothing.
Yeah, it is. Wow. Oh, it really is, isn't it?
It really is embarrassing to say aloud.
Wow.
So listen, so we're in a pit.
Hold on a second. Brett? Hold on. All right. Oh, no, doggy. I was just going to ask. Oh, no, doggy. Okay, doggy's coming out.
Oh, the goose is loose.
I was just going to ask American football icon Brett Favre if she thought that this was embarrassing to listen to. Is that not... No, we're not embarrassing ourselves? American football icon Brett Favre is a little mic shy.
All right. We'll get Harper on the mic. Harper, what do you think? What do you think about stuff? Nice, dude.
All right, we'll leave you be. Doggy? Doggy, please go.
Harper, get the fuck out of here. Get out. I
I'll
love you.
see you
You're
later.
perfect, Harper.
Bye.
Bye.
Want to get into questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good news is that big box full of questions and folders we found in the house.
We brought it down. Yeah,
it fell down with us.
Dude, I think I remember that from the last episode that we took it down with us.
I can't, but I'm not going to see.
Unless you were going to say something funny instead.
No, of course not. How will we be able to see in this dark pit? I'm going to burn some of these fish.
Yeah, just let's make a small fire out of dead fish.
Oh God, dude, I gotta get these back mice checked out.
Oof.
I made an appointment. They're gonna get the mice out of my back. I can't even play keyboard half the time. My back's so fucked.
Gonna put some fucking.
I'm gonna need to be able to play keyboard again soon for no particular reason. Don't worry about that. What were you saying?
You just put some fucking traps in your back.
Traps.
Some fucking traps with fucking a little bit of peanut butter in it.
It really sucks that I thought you were talking about the muscles traps, and I was like, those are already in your back.
Snappy little traps for the back mice.
You
know?
I don't have a heart traps. The catch and release traps. I'll put those in my back.
That's nice.
Yeah, you can't handle the other stuff. I can't handle the other stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have a whole fucking concept album in me right now.
Yeah. Me, I'm used to it.
You're a murderer.
Yeah, I just spent 10 seconds trying to think of a joke other than I've been working the gas chambers for it. I was like, that's not good. Can I think of a different thing that communicates I'm used to killing mice at this point that is not nearly so dark? No. All right. Anyway, that was the point I was trying. At this point, I'm so used to seeing dead mice that it doesn't make me feel anything anymore.
That makes sense. I see plenty of dead animals. I just need to work harder than I think a lot of people do to not get too sad.
Well, I'm sure if I feel like if little dogs, had a habit of breaking into people's houses and eating their food in the dead of night, and I had to and pooping all over the place, and I had to kill them, I would feel worse about it because I know dogs that I think are fucking chill as hell.
Right.
And I also know rats that are also chill as hell.
But they're not your best buddies.
But they're not my best buddies, and they're also not mice. So there's a layer of separation there.
Yeah.
Even though they're basically the same thing.
They're pretty different.
And I'm used to it. I grew up going to a cabin in Vermont where mice are not something that you prevent but mitigate.
Yeah.
And so I'm just kind of used to seeing little dead mice,
Yeah, I get it.
Little dead mice corpses. Last week when I came here, when I came home, and then I at no point did I go in the kitchen and check the mouse traps. And the next day I went in and checked them, and there was a dead mouse, and it was just fucking bloated. It was just fucking puffed up like a little balloon.
I'm gonna go get my ukulele.
I don't know why I told you that. I don't know.
So that I could go, I'm gonna go get my ukulele and get a nice little chuckle.
Sometimes the mics are just on and you need to say something.
Yeah.
And in the back of your head, it's wow, he's not gonna like this.
You want to know something fucked up?
Yeah.
Truly fucked up.
Yeah?
We've been recording for half an hour.
That's crazy.
It feels like it's been 7 minutes.
Yeah, no. Are we okay? Am I having a manic episode right now?
Is there a gas leak in this in this musky pit?
I feel like it's weird because, like, honestly, before we turned the mics on, we were having a relatively chill evening.
Yeah.
We were kind of like going. Will was sharing some writing he did with me. It was very. And then as soon as we turned the mics on, I'm like, my mental illness is activated.
Yeah. No,
it's like a little hot in here. Your house is the pit. The pit is weird.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of furniture in the pit. You know, the only thing in the pit that we're in right now is a small table and one folding chair.
Yeah.
And just books scattered across the floor.
Anyone who, like, you could describe this house honestly to anyone right now, and they would probably worry.
Will is in the Bo Burnham inside house right now.
I guess a little bit, yeah.
Basically in the Bo Burnham inside house.
Except there's more stuff in Bo Burnham's. This is pretty empty.
That's true. It's yeah. No, imagine the Bo Burnham inside house, but starker. Even a house that I think like he really went out of his way to seem like cold and uninviting.
Yeah.
It's even more so. But also in a weird way, like, I can see how you've been getting into living here.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Like,
I don't
there's
know
something...
if I'm gonna stay here, but... Like,
yeah, I was making fun of the starkness right now, but actually there is something kind of weird and clarifying about the starkness.
Yep.
Like, there's nothing in here to distract. Mm-hmm. Which is... probably great for creativity, but I can also see how you can spiral in here.
I haven't spiraled, I have to say.
Really?
I've got I'm reading like 6 books of the same. Look, don't look at the stuff taped to the walls. Don't look at the Polaroids taped to the walls. The Polaroids taped to the walls tell a very different picture than the one you're trying to suggest they paint.
I know.
That is a creative effort.
I know. Look, it's all about aesthetics. If you actually look at what's on the walls, it's like, oh, okay, this is about a project Will is working on. But if you were to just like walk into this room,
like the plumber did.
Yeah,
I had to tell him I'm writing a book.
Right.
Oh yeah, what kind of book?
Scary
horror.
One. Scary book.
Scary book. Very scary book.
Don't worry, I'm writing a scary book.
Right.
Like a horror novel? No. No, like a grimoire. I'm writing spells.
Oh my god. No, I'm reading a lot. That's all I'm doing is I'm just reading a lot.
It seems nice.
It is. I'm reading 6 different books at once.
Really?
6.
I can't even handle 2.
I am.
Anytime I stop reading one book and go to another book, that I might never get to the book I stopped reading.
That's just what I do all day as I flip between books.
It sounds nice.
It actually really is. I'm like halfway through Bonfire of the Vanities, which I love. I've got Bonfire of the Vanities. I got Rick Rubin's book.
There's a Junji Ito graphic novel in there.
Yeah, I haven't started that one yet, but I have started the Rick Rubin, the Bonfire. I'm halfway through. I already read the Didion book and the Stepford Wives and Bloom and the fucking.
Saw a couple of Stephen Kings there.
Yeah, there's a couple of Stephen King's.
There's House of Leaves is right there.
I'm reading The Catcher in the Rye at the same time as I am Nabokov's Lolita. I feel like they're kind of a yin and yang, both first-person perspectives. One from a casual spoken character who wishes to preserve innocent. The other one, a deliriously purple-prosed memoir of a monster.
Right. When I looked down and saw your copy of your heavily post-it noted copy of Lolita, yeah. I made a mental note to make fun of you about it, but I never got around to it.
I'll explain it to you.
I couldn't quite figure out the joke, but I was like, oh, I'm going to fucking...
It's hard to make a joke.
Heavily annotated copy of Lolita? Oh, I'm fucking...
Look, it's hard to make a joke about that and stay within the lines of acceptable humor for a public platform. But Listen, I could explain. What I've got here is I'm going after some of the traditional transgressive, previously banned but now part of the curriculum books. And I feel like these two books kind of fight each other in my brain, so I switch back and forth between them. And the reason there's all these annotations is because there's a fucking word I've never seen before in my life every third goddamn paragraph. I have to have both a fucking English dictionary and a French English dictionary.
I was wondering about the French dictionary.
I have to have two different languages of dictionaries to read this thing. And at the same time, not only do I need that, but I also need a really strong fucking stomach. This thing's fucking hard.
Yeah, no, it seems rough.
It's hard.
Yeah.
But it's also just a thrill. It's like eating spicy food.
Right.
It's like, oh, this hurts.
Yeah,
I'm suffering.
Lolita and Catcher in the Rye is a deranged double feature, but I also get it.
That's why
it's crazy, but that's why you do them as a double feature.
Well, because I'm also writing something of my own, and I want to learn.
Yeah,
I want to learn the different extremes and the but it's a deranged double feature. I'm trying to think of
what happens is you read Catcher in the Rye first, and you're like, oh, you think this protagonist is insufferable? Here's what that actually looks like.
Yeah. It would be like, honestly, I got insufferable protagonists left and right. No wonder Adrian Crick is more of a piece of shit than before.
I feel like that's kind of your thing to a certain extent. Yeah, you love a kind of a shitty, kind of like a weird, selfish protagonist.
Oh, I do. Yeah, that's true. I've also got my heavily annotated copy of When a Child Dies.
Oh.
It's a spiritualist's self-help book on how to survive a child dying in your family. That's never happened to me.
No, it's just something.
But when I was in Casadega, I just raided the bookstore. I bought all kinds of
sounds
shit.
I've been meaning to do that for a while now. Is just go to a bookstore and get the weirdest sci-fi novel I can find.
Yeah.
The one with the most deranged looks like it was generated by AI, but they made this cover in the 1980s, so they didn't cover I can find.
I went to the Groovy Graveyard in Asbury Park, and I got myself a little pulpy paperback sci-fi novel from 1950.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I got that in there
stuff.
too.
Which what is it?
I don't know where it is right now. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a collection of little stories.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. This is weird because we're having a regular conversation.
It's nice. I'm enjoying it.
But I've got my podcast voice on.
Right, yeah.
I'm in character.
We're definitely
right
in
now.
Character, and we are in a pit.
Yeah.
We're in a hole.
Right, I forgot we're in a hole.
We have to remember.
And we've been recording for 40 minutes. and we haven't done the podcast at all.
We should definitely do it. It's okay. Well, there's some stuff that we have to cut out of there, so it's fine. It's okay that we're a little bit behind schedule.
And, as easy it is for me to explain as an artist as to why I have a heavily annotated copy of Lolita on the floor of my living room.
Oh, that's staying in. I am keeping that in there. You explained it. You made it clear.
I still don't like it. It's a very uncomfortable book to own.
Yeah, no, it sucks to have.
It sucks to look the clerk at Barnes and Noble in the eye and not be able to say, I'm learning.
Oh yeah, no, Lolita's an Amazon buy for sure.
Yeah, in the future it will be. Especially since the people at Barnes and Noble have asked for autographs from me and shit. That was the wrong move.
Yeah, no, in the future, you're going to be getting more copies of this. You're going to be stockpiling copies of Lolita just to have.
Oh, God.
To hand out, to give to people as gifts. And just kind of give them a knowing look. I don't even know. I don't know what the implication is.
I don't like this at all.
And that's the game.
This is making me very uncomfortable.
All right, let's get into questions.
Yeah, let's get into questions.
Okay. All right, I'm going to have to center myself.
We're in a pit.
We're in a pit.
All right, let's just breathe for a second.
Let's feel the pit.
We're in a pit.
I am in a dank pit. We're both a little bit sweaty right now. Just translate that feeling into the feeling of dankness.
Dank.
Just kind of
musky.
You're a little wet.
Fishy pit.
We're a little wet.
Just a little
wet. So not very wet, a little wet.
We don't know what the pit is yet. It was underneath the house. And we still don't understand the house either. Okay, I'm eating a fish.
All right.
It's already rotten. I shouldn't be eating this, but I'm really hungry. Hey, yeah, it's better than when Planet Hollywood had Guy Fieri as the guest chef.
Oh shit!
We kind of know my guess than that. All right. Here we go. Podcast.
What? Was it? Did you go to Planet Hollywood? Was this an experience you had? Or was this like a news story?
What just happened to me? Just like... just like fucking... All of a sudden I was possessed by like Robin Williams after a head injury. Just... easier than the guts than... It's like, I don't know what the fuck that was.
You see, I was like looking for questions, so I very slightly tuned out for a second, so I came back to midway through that bit.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
I wasn't sure if there was context I lost.
No, I'm dizzy.
It's dizzy. We've been in the pit for a week, and we've only been eating dead fish and dank pit water.
We're here again.
Yeah.
We're doing that episode again. It's
right.
The starving on a beach, ghastly.
It's the same
dusty,
thing.
Musky pit.
It's we do kind of keep. I mean, we did a pretty good job last week of picking a theme that we couldn't use as an excuse to be bad at podcasting.
Yeah.
But it is I do think it hasn't been intentional that we keep choosing these premises, and it's interesting that they keep following that line.
It's almost as if we're bad at podcasting.
It does feel like the universe is telling us something.
Yeah. I don't think that the premises are giving an excuse for the podcast to suck.
Yeah.
I think the podcast sucking is creating the
right.
The
yeah.
premise.
No. Exactly.
Yeah.
Our first question. Dear Chris and Will.
Hey, what's up?
My friend has been bugging me to take her to the art museum in our city for months.
Puncher.
And we're finally going today. While we were planning it, I started wondering, will there be museums in the world to come? If so, will they be about the before times, or will they be entirely different? It's all about progress, baby.
Yeah.
I think like the beautiful, clarifying thing about the apocalypse is the clean slate that it brings. You're not going to be worried about Rembrandt or Van Gogh or any of those guys.
No.
You know? They're not going to be part of the conversation because, one, their art's going to be gone and you're not going to remember them, so there's no way for them to influence you. Mm-hmm. We're starting from basics.
Yeah.
We're going back to the beginning.
That's right. Know? We're doing cave drawings.
We're doing cave drawings again.
Yeah.
And, you know, and that's the thing, and it's going to blow your fucking mind, dude. You know?
Yeah.
You're going to draw a fucking antelope on the wall of maybe a dank pit.
Probably.
Maybe a dank pit of your very own.
Yeah.
And
if you don't have one, get one.
Get a dank pit.
I feel like that's going to be useful, especially in the world to come when like the air is like not great and the surface world is kind of shit. You can live in a dank pit. Like, at least there's moisture and you're safe from the sun.
You're going to live in a dank pit, and that's where you're going to find all the good cave paintings.
Yeah.
You know? Painting is not something for museums.
No.
You know? Painting is not an active expression. It's a kind of spell that you cast so that you're more likely to kill antelope on the next hunt. Right?
Interesting,
like
yes.
You create an effigy of the antelope in order to, like, bind the fate of the antelope to that of your tribe.
Right.
And it makes you more likely to have a successful hunt.
That's a beautiful thing.
And over like 10,000 years, eventually they stupidly forget what it was actually for and start doing all this gay shit. People out here painting like fucking a picture of like of an Italian woman who's kind of smiling but not. Doesn't even make sense. What are you trying to hunt a woman? You fool.
The funny thing is, you know, I don't know anything about Mona Lisa.
Right.
I don't know anything about that except I know that the painting's name was not Mona Lisa.
Yeah, no, it was something different.
No,
yeah.
They didn't used to name paintings.
Yeah.
They didn't do it. Why would I give it a name? It's a painting.
Yeah.
What do I need a name for? It's a painting. No, names for paintings is something that like weird fucking artsy people came up with to make it like, oh, I'm important.
That's kind of interesting. At some point, somebody looked at that painting and was like, "This is Jessica."
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They were just like, "This is
Mona Lisa."
Right. Yeah.
And you know, the other thing is, like, at some point, people started looking at paintings and being like, "There's meaning in this.
Yeah.
This is beautiful."
Right.
Whereas like beforehand, it was like fucking like, "Oh, I gotta hire a painter to take a photo for my wedding."
Right. Yeah.
You know. But now it's like, I painted a red square on a white box.
Yeah.
And people go, "Damn, that's so challenging and unique."
And part of the reason that everyone says, "Am I still?" Yeah. Okay.
And I like modern art. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I like...
But right, but like the reason that it's so impressive is because it's a useless skill that no one needs anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know? We did cameras, guys.
Right.
Let's get over it already.
I wonder what the AI stuff will do to that. You know? Because, like, the idea of art as being this, like, deep thing is relatively new.
Yeah.
You know, not always. In some ways, not. You know, clearly there were people who were inspired and people who felt deep connections to something they were expressing themselves with. But, like, it's not like, you know, going at art and going, what does it mean? Is, like, inherent to the human experience. It's something that culture gave us. And so, I don't know. What am I saying? Why am I saying it?
So, the cave paintings.
Ugh. Sorry, I gotta stand up. I got a weird vibe going.
Sort of thinking the same thing. So, like, listen. So yeah. To answer your question, no more museums. Art will once again serve its actual purpose, which is again a kind of spell that you cast.
Yes.
To make hunts more successful.
Somehow, somebody was able to put some smudges on the wall in such a way that when I look at them, I understand something about the way antelopes should be killed.
Right. Exactly.
I don't understand. I don't know how it works, but it's magic to me. But I feel like I'm gonna have a better idea as to how to kill this antelope.
Yeah, and again, but it kind of like makes it more likely that like the universe will put an antelope in front of you because again, you've created this effigy of one.
Right.
You know, you've created substance where there was nothing, and what is that if not an act of divinity?
It's
and so when some like dumbass one-eared French fuck. Paints a frankly bad drawing of the night sky that doesn't look anything like the night sky at all. That's very dangerous. Because what if the night sky is hunted and killed? You know?
That's true.
He's opening that up as a possibility, and it's frankly irresponsible.
So in the world to come, what you're going to want to do is burn down any remaining museums.
Get rid of them.
Otherwise, Whistler's mother is doomed.
It's fucking...
That lady's fucked. They're going to kill her.
They're going to kill him. That's why you draw stuff. I don't make the rules. It's how it works.
Yeah.
That's what art is for.
Right. And think about how many pictures of Jesus there are in museums.
Do you see that guy walking around still? No. Oh, what happened to that guy? What happened to him? Did they get him? It at least kind of sounds like they did. Kind of sounds like they got him.
Yeah.
They're going to get the night sky, and they're going to get that Italian lady. They're going to get that, who's that one with, like,
mother?
the lady with, like, the blue head wrap? Her?
I don't know. Yeah, her too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know her.
I don't know you know that Renaissance painting I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The, like, blonde lady with, like, the blue headscarf?
All those pudgy ladies from those Rubens paintings?
Yeah.
They're doomed.
They're all doomed. They're gonna get got just like Jesus.
But at the same time, keep up the Jackson Pollocks because those are an antidote to chaos.
Right. Oh yeah, that's a good point.
You know, because those don't make any sense to look at.
Right. Exactly.
They're of nothing.
Well, exactly. It's the universe looks at like a Jackson Pollock and like this is nothing.
Right.
This isn't art. It's what the universe says. And so it doesn't do anything, and so it's fine.
Right.
So you can have. You know, the universe is like, this might be aesthetically pleasing, but it won't help you hunt and kill, so it is therefore not art.
Right. So let's just make this perfectly clear. The universe is fucking weird about art in the world to come, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're saying?
Well, it is, yeah. And possibly always.
Okay.
Yeah.
And anything you paint a picture of gets death noted, basically.
Yeah, you know, and sometimes the long game gets played, but
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Right. Okay. So
you're just, you know, when you draw that antelope on the wall, you know, what you're doing is the artist is casting a spell, making so that the hunters can then bring home an antelope, right?
And we're speaking literally, not metaphorically.
No, yeah, this is well, I mean, there are theories that like that is how art started. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
You know, it's like a kind of like a religious thing, where they kind of like thought that they were like sort of like
that if they make a picture of it, it'll become real.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's pretty neat. It's some fucking Rhonda Byrne shit I can't get behind, but it's okay. Okay. So I get it now. I thought we were talking in metaphor, but we're talking literally too.
No, yeah, it's literally a magic spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the world to come, the magic will work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arguably already does.
Okay.
Again, just along blank. Again.
Right.
Jesus ain't walking around no more. They fucking drew. So I don't know. That's an excellent question. Who drew those pictures of Jesus? The Jews.
Then abstract paintings. Those are fine.
Those are fine.
Be careful, because the universe brings what you paint into the world.
That's true.
So fucking Picasso.
Yeah.
Burn them.
Exactly.
You don't want those freaks walking around.
Yeah, why do you think Picasso drank so much near the tail end of his life? He met some of those guys.
And he had to try and get them killed.
He fucking some of those dudes he painted, he was inviting that shit into his life. He ran into a couple of those dudes, and he don't like it.
Have you seen Guernica? You don't want that shit. Burn the Guernica now.
Yeah.
You don't want that shit walking around?
No.
Fucking...
For their sakes.
They're suffering.
Nobody wants to look like that.
No.
That's not where his eye isn't even on his body.
Oh, I mean...
It's just kind of free-floating eye.
Specifically Guernica, there's suffering in that painting. Yeah. It's dark.
Yeah,
it's terrifying.
Is that the one with like the big...
That's the big painting with all the chaos.
Yeah. The long one, yeah.
That's what that's what the world to come already is going to look like, either way.
Pretty much, yeah.
You know? We don't need more Guernica.
No.
So, burn that one. If you know, as a matter of fact, get a head start on that. You go to the museum, go do it.
Yeah. Hey, Chris and Will. I have bad social anxiety, and one of my biggest fears for the longest time has been showing people my music taste. Recently, I asked my dad what kind of music... recently, my dad asked me what kind of music I liked. So I decided to try... Oh, okay, this relates to you. We'll see. We'll see how we feel about this question after I'm done reading it.
Okay. Oh, man.
Recently... oh, no. Recently, my dad asked what kind of music I like, so I decided to try and get over my fear by showing him some of my favorite songs. I showed him a Will Wood song, and he said... This sounds like a song you would hear on Has Been Hotel. I don't like showing anyone... I don't think I'll be showing my taste in music to anyone ever again. So in the world to come, will there be a way to get over my fear, or how will people get over their fears in general? Yeah, I think the fucked up thing is that they could have communicated this question without just like... telling you about how their dad compared your music to Has Been Hotel. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Inside of every demon is a rainbow. Come on, Will. Keep it together, man. Keep it together, man. You can do this.
Our next question.
What was the question again?
I mean, what it boiled down to is how do we get over our fears?
What? That was the question? Okay.
Well, because their fear was sharing their taste in music.
Right.
How they did with their dad, and their dad said that you have fucking cartoon music for tweens.
Two things.
Right.
Two things. Two pieces of advice to give.
Right.
One, don't do things that you would be afraid to tell someone about doing.
Exactly.
Stop listening to my music. Problem solved. Get better music taste. And then nobody will be able to shame you for it ever again.
Now...
That shit sounds like Has Been Hotel. Your dad's right. Stop listening to it.
No, this is interesting, because Will jumped into this trying to be self-deprecating, I think.
Uh-huh.
But I think you are kind of onto something.
Yeah.
If you have something...
No, I'm being real.
Right, if you have something that you're afraid of...
Uh-huh.
Stop.
Every alcoholic on the planet's just like, oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, exactly. Just stop. Don't do that no more. If that's the thing.
If you're ashamed of something, don't do it.
This is an even better thing. I think what you just gave was good advice. I don't think you took it far enough.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think here's the thing. You're nervous that people aren't going to approve of your taste in music.
Uh-huh.
Don't just stop listening to Will. Stop listening to music. Period.
Right.
You're worried that people are not going to like the way that you look, the way that you dress. Stay in your room.
Right.
Don't go out. Fucking hide from the world in the dark.
Well, listen.
In a dank pit, perhaps.
That's the thing, is like in the world to come.
Yeah.
That's going to be a useful skill.
It is.
Is learning how to hide, how to stuff it down.
How to stuff it. Basically, there is
make
no
yourself small.
room in your life for things that make you scared.
Yeah.
And so, like, the best...
Or
and
self-expression.
Like, right, exactly. Things like fear, anxiety... Like, fear exists in you for a reason, right?
Yes.
It's a warning sign.
Exactly.
It's your body telling you, this is no good, stop doing this shit. And if listening to music makes you feel that way, that's your body telling you, this ain't for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You're like a wind chimes on the deck kind of guy.
Huh.
That's your playlist. It's just kind of like the sound of rain, perhaps. Unless you start to think maybe the sound of rain is lame. Mm-hmm. And then cut your ears off.
Yes.
You know?
Stop listening to anything, really. You could do that, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Is like next time someone asks you, "Hey, what do you think of this new song?" and you just scream, "I can't have an opinion."
Right.
I am physically incapable of knowing if it's good. So I'm fine.
And then
fuck you, you say.
Then slap them.
And then you slap them. Yeah.
Just give them a
You slap them. You whap them across the face, and you run away as fast as you can.
Exactly.
You go back inside where no one is around to judge you.
Yes.
And you go to sleep.
Right.
And then you wake up the next morning and you go back to bed.
And frankly, if you do that, if maybe this thing is like, hide is really the answer, right? I mean, hide is the answer to everything in the world to come, and it's the answer to a lot of things now. And if you're good at hiding, you could even maybe watch Has Been Hotel in that pit. Just don't show anybody.
Just don't tell anyone, yeah.
Never tell anybody that you like Has Been Hotel.
And you know what? I think this is actually way better. Is that like you're right. You're absolutely right. I've been going down the wrong path. Don't suppress the things that you like. Just cut everyone who might judge you for them out of your life. Be alone. Exist.
Yes.
Basically, honestly, just keep doing what you're doing. Just like keep watching.
Just don't show your dad.
Just don't involve your dad in your like weird solitary basement life. Just keep doing it.
Yeah.
You know.
You know what? I have another idea. Here's another approach to it.
Right. Yeah.
Don't talk to your dad anymore.
Don't talk to your dad. But guess who has an estranged dad? That's right. It's you now. From now on.
And your dad's not going to help you out once the bombs drop. That's dead weight. No offense, but your dad's going to die, and you're going to be dragging him around, and it's going to be dead weight. He's going to be old and decrepit and not going to be able to help you out when you're fighting the screen beasts. Or he's going to be another mouth to feed. Or he's going to be a screen beast himself.
You tried to open yourself up to your dad, and he immediately fucking dropped a sick burn about your taste in music right away, no hesitation. This is a cold motherfucker.
Yeah.
This is a merciless man. He's a dangerous man. You can't have him in your life.
Ultimately, that's really the thing.
Yeah.
Did your dad compare Will Wood to Has Been Hotel? Time to go no contact.
Fuck him. Sorry, what?
I was doing the same bit.
Yeah.
I was just saying, go no contact with your parents. If they say that I'm like, Has Been
But I
Hotel.
came at it with way more energy, and I feel like it actually freaked you out.
It did a little bit. I have to say, it shocked me a little bit. I got a little bit of a whoa. What's going on here? That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, I guess if we're kind of just sum up everything we're saying, don't take any risks.
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk to anyone who might have like an opinion.
Right. Keep your feelings and your tastes to yourself.
Which will be easy because, again, you're not going to be talking to anybody because that's dangerous.
Yep. Get rid of bad taste. And the bad taste that you can't let go of, keep it secret. and then nobody will ever be able to compare me to Has Been Hotel ever again.
No one can ever do it again.
Never again.
Just if you again, this is Will's playing the long game here. If he could just get every single person who listens to his music to just, this is actually a perfect strategy. It's just like basically go into a room, lock the door, and just keep and not interact with anyone, but continue to listen to his music, so he gets them good Spotify plays.
Chris, what are you doing?
I'm fucking outing you.
Come on, man. Listen. Why does your dad know what Has Been Hotel is like?
Yeah, it's weird.
Is your dad so cool?
We're at an hour and 10 minutes.
That sucks.
Let's do one more.
Yeah, I think we have to, and we got to really get into the guts of this next question.
Yeah, we're really gonna fucking figure this shit out.
I'm going into the kitchen for this one, and I'm bringing my phone with me. We're recording on phones while we're. This pit sure is dank and musty. Look, Chris, there's a tunnel.
Oh shit!
Let's walk through the tunnel.
He's walking in.
I'll move the story while you find a question.
Okay, cool.
What is this? We're in a separate room with a grand chandelier and 2 intertwining spiral staircases.
Oh shit!
Deep red plush carpets all about us. Beautiful brass and gold and crystal.
This is great. Yeah.
It looks as if we're in the foyer of the Titanic's great ballroom.
It's cool how we're suddenly advancing the plot in the last part of the third act.
Look,
it's been just a dank pit the whole time. I'm open to it.
There's still dead fish everywhere.
It's still covered in dead fish.
What's happening here? Follow me, Chris. We're gonna go up these stairs. I'll slow down.
Okay.
Chris never reattached his legs or his penis. They're gonna just rot with the fish in that pit.
I'm getting pretty good at ambulating on my stumps.
Yeah, no, it's pretty impressive, honestly. You're actually walking faster than you usually do.
Yeah.
And
I gotta find a good one.
All right, we're walking by. There is a dungeon, and not even the fun kind. There's a great big kitchen. Walking by the kitchen. There's a gun range in here too. What sort of building are we in where there's a gun range and a kitchen and a dungeon? What's this? It's an exact replica of a set from an episode of Star Trek.
Oh, fuck.
Let's keep walking. There's a lot of interesting rooms in here. This over here, not even going to describe that room because it would be problematic to do so. The next room, this is a room that's been painted purple and has no furniture in it. That one's boring. On to the next one. A movie theater. Kinda. There's an entire movie theater in here. And here, there's a Spencer's Gifts. Interesting. All right, are we in a shopping mall? Is this Garden State Plaza? What?
All right, let's just do this one.
Okay.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Will. So,
Hi.
You know how pigeons were once very useful creatures to humans, and now we've just kind of abandoned them and they're the rats of the sky? What will be the fate of pigeons in the world to come? Will they regain their place among humans or not?
They'll be in a better position than ever before.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to need carrier pigeons. We're going to be using carrier people.
Right.
We're going to launch people. And they're going to fly away and deliver messages?
But, and the thing is, though, is that, we're still kind of, new to that whole game.
Yeah.
And somebody's got to show us the ropes.
Exactly.
Somebody's got to be in charge of logistics.
Right.
You know?
And who knows carrier pigeonry better than pigeons?
They know all the routes. Exactly. They have all the connections. They know whose hands to shake.
Right.
You know, whose palms to grease.
Yeah.
Where the money needs to go in order to make the operation run smoothly.
Right, exactly. When we lose all of our access to our technology, human thumbs are going to be kind of just useless. Vestigial vestiges of a time before. We don't, if we can't text, we can't email, we can't call each other, how are we going to communicate with carrier pigeons? Well, no, because the pigeons are smart. The pigeons are strong. The pigeons are big. They wear great big boots and great big hats, and they call you boy. And
Will looks like he just crashed into a wall. Will looks like he just ran head first into a wall at 20 miles an hour, sprinting.
Just like
The look on your face right now can only be described as ow.
They're going to be very domineering figures, these pigeons, is the point. Aristocratic.
Exactly. Pigeons got messages, too.
Yeah.
You know?
Messages that
the tables have turned, bitch.
Especially after pigeons learned how to build guns.
Yeah, no, exactly.
They're very different. They're not the same as human guns. Don't bother trying to picture them right now, because they work with feathered hands. They work with wings.
Yeah.
Don't bother trying to work it out. If people could have worked out how to make a gun work for a bird, birds would already have guns. They figure it out themselves.
It's a little hat, and there's got a thing, and there's they have a string that they pull with their beak.
Chris figured it out.
It's pretty good.
And that's the sad thing, folks, is that you just saw the moment where the idea came to
Fucking
be.
give it away!
Shit!
Oh, they all know now.
That's how they're gonna find out. You think?
Shit!
You think pigeons don't listen to this podcast?
Yeah, like, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter whether or not I fucking publish this. There's deep in there's an underground facility in the Arizona desert that is tapped into my phone right now. Mm-hmm. There's a pigeon with headphones hunched over a computer, saying "We got him,"
saying, which is pigeon for
right.
got
They
him.
say that, and then the subtitles at the bottom say "We got him."
Yeah, exactly. They were listening for you. And now you've screwed us all. I'm going to have to fly.
You have to figure out how to do that.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
I don't know, maybe just run fast. The point is that, like, we're going to be, you know... fucking decide, Dad. You're in real time watching me try to figure out what any of this means.
It means
come to some kind of conclusion.
I mean, that's the answer to the question is pigeons are going to be a lot more powerful than the average person. They're going to keep us in cages and launch us to send messages. It's not going to be very effective because we can't fly.
We're objectively worse at it than they were.
Yeah,
it's kind of a sick, petty thing that they. I mean, I just described them tapping my phone. Mm-hmm. So they have text. They have text. They don't need to do this. They're just doing it to humiliate us.
Right. It's revenge.
It's just revenge.
And look,
they can send emails just fine.
And look, sometimes they're trying to send a message.
Yeah.
You know, but usually in a more general sense.
Right.
Like what they'll do is they'll paint a death to the doves in great big letters on your body, and then launch you at a bunch of doves so that the doves know they're under attack. We're gonna kill you.
Right. Exactly.
See what we did to this person? We're gonna do that to you too. Death to the doves.
Doves are the fucking. Nobody likes them.
Yeah.
They're fucking. They fly around like they're fucking worth something.
Yeah.
Like they're better than everybody else.
Yeah.
They're just pigeons, but a little different. There's like small little white pigeons.
White pigeons.
I was about to say.
I was trying to find a way to tastefully make some kind of joke that there's some kind of like I can't do it. But no. But between you and me,
it's kind of why I very confidently went into that bit and then kind of petered out, sort of half-heartedly at the end.
That's good comedy.
It's been a lot. There's been a lot of that this episode.
Yeah, no, this is weird, and I don't like it.
We gotta get back to the studio.
We do.
We gotta get out of this pit.
Yeah, we gotta get out of the pit. I mean, we're out of a pit. Now we're in a movie theater.
Right, I forgot.
Yeah. We're at the AMC in the Garden State Plaza Mall.
I think very important bit of continuity I only half heard because I was looking for questions.
Oh, there's some kind of strange underground facility that connects the pit in Maine to the Garden State Plaza Mall in New Jersey.
So are we like good then?
I don't know. Because, like, I don't know if this is an upside-down version of the mall.
Oh, right, yeah, because it's totally empty and it's still covered in dead fish.
Yeah, and also, like, it is the Garden State Plaza.
It is the Garden State Plaza. This could just be, like, some sort of, like, weird sort of thing manifested from our memories.
It could be.
Like some kind of weird little personal hell, like we're still in the underworld.
It could be that. It could also be that it's just, like, kind of a kind of not a very busy day at the Garden State Plaza
that's
Mall.
also true. Yeah,
You know, the dead fish everywhere. I don't know if I can explain that, but like it's not like people are like clambering to go to malls anymore.
yeah. What was that like huge mall facility that they built on like the side of the Garden State Parkway?
American Dream Mall.
Right. Yeah, it's like that. Anytime I've ever been there.
It's
Which
not
is
the
just
Parkway,
like a
but yeah.
scary ghost of a mall.
You got to go there.
A scary $1 billion ghost of a mall.
It's so weird. You got to go there.
It's so insane for them to spend $1 billion of it, and it's like immediately. What's that one fucking YouTube channel that they just like go to like abandoned theme parks and shit? Defunct Land.
Yeah.
It immediately turns into it. They spend like fucking $2 billion on that.
Yeah.
They open it up, the pandemic immediately hits, and then it's an instant Defunct Land video.
There's like 4 stores in there.
They're not open.
Yeah, no.
There's 4 stores and an indoor skiing hill.
And a Mr. Beast burger.
And a Mr. Beast burger. Interesting.
Yeah.
Check that out.
I thought about
Heard good things.
Yeah.
About his Beast burgers. That guy
I've also
makes me
heard
so
very bad
uncomfortable.
things.
Really? About his Beast burgers or about the dude?
Oh, no, I haven't heard anything bad about the dude.
Okay.
I mean, other than the fact that he's a billionaire.
Well, yeah.
You know.
I don't know, this Mr. Beast makes me uncomfortable.
Yes.
Like, I've every now and then, just out of curiosity, I'll watch a Mr. Beast video, and the way he engages with his friends is disturbing.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, like, and again, I'm going to say this, and, like, there's a certain kind of person that is going to be like, what are you complaining about? They get money. But, like, it's, like, he has, like, there's this, like, weird kind of, like, he has this, like, weird kind of daddy dom vibe with his friends.
Oh.
Where he just is kind of like, fucking, okay, I'll give, like, $100 to whoever can blah, 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 blah. And then they're all like, and then just do it. Like, they just, like, he just throws money at his friends to get them to do stuff.
Doesn't sound like much of a friendship.
Yeah, and, like, it's, like, sometimes it feels like it's, like, staged for a video.
It might be.
But then other times it feels like it's not. Like, it's genuinely like, oh, I just had this idea. I'll fucking get, like, for $500, whoever does this first. And it's just, like, this weird, like, hand, like a weird, like medieval lord waving his hand, just being like, dance for my favor.
It sounds like it's got, like, a little bit of a Davy Dobrik vibe.
Yeah. Like, it's that same thing. Of just, like, of I don't know. Just, like, we fucking, for a brief period of time when I was a teenager, not being a billionaire felt cool. And now I feel like we're heading back in the other direction. Like, I don't know. I could be totally wrong, but I feel like Gen Z is being brought up on, like, there's too many like billionaire influencers. Mm-hmm. There's too much like the full. We got way off topic, but like there's like the fucking like fucking Sigma male grind set culture,
right?
Shit of just like everything is about like the way that you know you're successful in life is because is your fucking cool car and shit,
right?
Like, there was a brief period of time when I was a teenager when all that shit is lame.
Yeah.
It was lame then. And now it feels like it's not lame anymore. Like, we love it now. Like, we celebrate it now.
The pendulum never stops swinging, my friend.
Yeah.
It'll go back in the other way, too. Like, always.
Not far enough or long enough for anything to change.
No,
but,
no,
you know,
no.
No, money always wins. But
no, we always come back.
Thanks, everybody, for listening to Life in the World to Come.
Yeah, it's a nice note to end on.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, things keep changing, but stay the same.
But everything's going to be, yeah.
And that's going to be true in the world to come, too.
Did you see me try to put another button on it and just fail and bail?
That's okay.
Right away. Like,
that's okay. I've been doing that this whole time.
It's that kind of episode.
I think
Guys,
so.
if you like this shit... then you can
Such a weird vibe.
You can support us on Patreon at we're wandering around your stark empty house talking into our phones, talking about being in a pit. Like,
it's a Garden State Plaza.
This is the pit episode.
It's the Garden State Plaza episode.
If you liked
I'm sorry, everyone. This is my fault.
We're all to blame. The fucking world's to blame. If you liked this, you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/lifeintheworldtocome. You can get the unedited version of our podcast. It's usually slightly longer. If you want to, you could also buy our merch at lifeintheworldtocome.bigcartel.com. Or you could, never mind. Those are the 2 ways to give us money. I already said both of them. I think. Are there other ways for them to get? No, that's it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think there's just the two.
You right?
If you want to send us a question, you can do so at lifeintheworldtocome@gmail.com. And our intro and outro music is "We Are the Hellhounds" by the Taxpayers.
Stay tuned to updates on yoinkoftheyukon.com for all your Yoink of the Yukon news.
Hell yeah. Go to yoinkoftheyukon.com.
Get it?
And buy a Yoink of the Yukon t-shirt.
Go on.
From the Yoink store.
The Yoink.
There is nothing stopping you from rebranding your whole website to be Yoink themed.
Oh, I'm very much
You did the first
considering
step by buying that domain.
Yeah.
Yeah, just take the next step.
I might turn it into a Yoink of the Yukon fan site.
I have a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, if you type in yoinkoftheyukon.com,
mm-hmm.
it takes you to, is it willwood.net?
Mm-hmm.
I have a better idea. What if willwood.net took you to yoinkoftheyukon.com? This is why I keep me around. These are good ideas I bring to the table.
Nice.
What if it just
yeah.